Hey guys, my name is Lisa. I own Creamery Creek, a store in Iowa where I sell furniture. Some of the furniture I repurpose, like this pump organ. The finish was non existent almost. She was just covered with about 100 years of dirt. The dirt was embedded into the wood fibers. Under all that dirt, she was a beauty. Lots of critters had taken up living in her space. Look at those details carved into the quarter sawn oak. There's no veneers on this. There's a little mouse nest we found. And it gets worse. Lots of debris from critters. And look what else. A rat. A mummified rat. Oh, that was horrible to find that. We cleaned it up. Continued taking her apart. Cleaning as we went. This organ was not functioning. We could barely get a mournful moan out of her if we tried really hard, and there was fixing we had to do. Lots of pieces were loose. There were a few that were missing, but not many. They gave us a bag of missing parts, or parts that had come off, and we were able to reattach those, scrape off the old glue and put in new glue and clamp. Yeah, the dirt was, we found her in an old cabin. We didn't find her, we bought her there. And their focus was on the cabin and not on this organ that somebody had just put into the cabin. And she was not cleaned while she was there. But we gave her lots of love and attention. Got off all the dirt that we could. But like I said earlier, the dirt was embedded. Into all the details, and cleaning was a big job, but sanding was the bigger job. It took weeks to get into all these areas. The flat portions were pretty easy. Like I said, the finish came off easily off the flat portions. I was able to do some scraping, and that just powderized what finish was still existing. But all these details took forever. Here you can see the scraping. Just created a fine powder. That part was kind of fun. Fun and fast. Here you can see that powder.
Right on your knee. Okay, closer up. Get right in there.
Sorry about that. The camera work, we're amateurs. I'm an amateur at doing this voiceover work too, so please bear with me. Be kind. Here we finally resorted to a soda blaster, which works really well when it works. But it was able to get into all the details and also worked really well to get that embedded dirt and critter debris and it got down to the bare wood. It blasts soda. As you can see, it made the ground around outside look like it was snowing. And you can get different grit, coarseness. But man, did that get into those details so well. That was a lifesaver. And we eventually did. I purchased the bigger machine that they have. Here's where we ran into some problems. Water built up in the lines. Yeah, we eventually went to a bigger model. Man, this made quick work of any existing finish and dirt. And there were so many details in this thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful organ. So many details to get sanded and ready for finish. But we got it down to the bare wood. First we applied was vinegar with steel wool. It's kind of an ebonizing, aging effect. You just let the steel wool dissolve into the vinegar for a couple days and rub it on. We went with 2 coats of the vinegar mixture. We wanted it to be pretty dark. And this still wasn't dark enough, so we ended up going over that with this Varathane wood stain. That is my friend Terry, and we're actually creating this organ entertainment center for him. He helps me out in the store all the time, and I wanted to do something nice for him, so we are redoing it according to his specifications. He wanted it to be dark. Here I'm applying more of the vinegar wash, and you can see the ebonizing effect starting. It's Takes a little while for it to happen. It doesn't get much cheaper for as far as stain goes. You can see from where we started, it's quite a bit darker. We just covered the piece, 2 coats of this, and then 1 coat of the Varathane. Yeah, we just continued, got it all covered with stain, and then we sprayed on multiple coats of lacquer, satin lacquer. Here I'm applying adhesive and then put on some crushed velvet, similar to the original color. Here I'm putting on some double-sided tape. And that's what we'll use to adhere the fabric and mirror to the organ. Carrie wanted lots of mirrors on the organ to reflect light. Yeah, so here you can see the crushed velvet through the opening. Alright, now we're reassembling, putting the shelf back in where the keyboard originally would have been. Sliding that into place. We just cut that from some plywood, painted it black. And there's another portion of the back side that has the crushed velvet and mirrors again. Just using the original screws. Here's the top piece of the organ. You might notice there are some modifications. And here's a front decorative piece going into place. And these shoulder pieces were just gorgeous. We wanted to make sure that the finish still allowed that quarter sawn oak detail to come through. So here she is. Finished. All those details preserved. Here you see what Terry designed into the organ. This piece needs to be lifted out and set aside. The rest of it is just on hinges. Here's his bar area. Here he installed a TV on a lift that he can automatically raise and lower. There's a sound bar inside, surround sound built in. LED lights on black tape. And those lights, yeah, they have incredible features. You can make different scenes and color combinations, or you can sync it to the music if you're playing music. Most of the glassware is fine china that we bought in an auction, all etched. Lights on the back of the TV that light up the room. So here she was before. All her dirt and debris and rat. Mouse nests and oh, so many droppings. Ugh. And here she is after. Finished and preserved and repurposed. This one is not for sale, but we did find another old organ in the area and we picked that one up. If anybody's interested, we can repurpose that one for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you'd like to see more. I've done lots of repurposing in my own home. I can share some of those projects. And I'll have lots of projects in the store. So please subscribe if you'd like to see more.